Good morning once again, another daily vlog here. I woke up kind of early this morning. I got up around, well, I intentionally set my alarm for 6 o'clock. I want to start getting up early again like I used to. Right now I'm sleeping in till around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'll just roll over and go back to sleep until 11. And that, I don't know, it just wastes the day to me. I used to get up at 4:30 every single morning, and even on my days off from work, and go to the gym and get my day started, go watch the sunrise, all that stuff. I don't think I'm going to do all that, but I would like to start waking up earlier than what I do now, whether that's going to be 6 o'clock or maybe I'll set it for 7:30. Might even do 8. I don't know. 8 o'clock seems like a good time. That's usually when businesses and attractions and stuff like that start to kind of open up for the day. I don't know. I might do that. Unless there's something I need to be up early for, or there's some kind of event or something that I should be up early for, like rocket launches from NASA and SpaceX. Some of those are early in the morning. So I don't know. I may wake up early and go out and record one of those. So I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking thoughts. It's kind of my morning thoughts. It is currently, what time is it? 10:04. I kind of laid around in bed, got up, kind of got a shower, woke up a little bit, started looking at some phones right now. So I have this 22 Ultra. It's for another carrier. It's a locked phone. I'm not gonna pay the money to unlock it. It's a nice phone, but I'm using it for my camera because it's got an amazing camera. Now I do have this. This is the Samsung, some other kind of Samsung Galaxy something, or maybe it's like an S21, maybe an S20, S21, or I can't remember. But it's got the same camera and everything that the 22 Ultra has. So right now I'm connecting hotspot with this, and I'm using it for my DoorDash and everything. What is wrong with people? Now we got to sit through another red light. Goodness gracious. Anyways, I'm not going to go off on that. That's a rant for another day. But anyways, so yeah, I hotspot to this. This is it's a TCL Flip 4 5G, and I got this thinking, whatever, smartphones, blah blah blah. I figured I'll try the whole go back to a flip phone kind of thing. And while the novelty is nice there for a little while, the nostalgia is nice for a little while, it's I didn't realize just how much I say need a smartphone these days. Especially like doing content on YouTube and everything, and then like having Instagram and all that stuff, posting stuff online, social media stuff. It just makes it so much easier to just have it all right there on your phone. And also on top of that, I didn't realize just how much I use apps to pre-order things. Like I'm going to Publix right now to get a sub for my lunch and possibly dinner later. And sometimes what is wrong with this guy? Sometimes I'll go on the app and I'll go ahead and pre-order it and prepay, and that way it's already ready when I get there, kind of thing. And then also, I go to Starbucks, I get a coffee and all that stuff. I use my Starbucks points and everything. I can't do all that with this flip phone is what I'm getting to. And also, like if I go to theme parks and everything, like Universal and Disney, both have the apps that you can electronically have your pass and pass holder benefits and everything on, and while right now I do not have an active pass to theme parks or anything, when I do get those again, that's going to be an issue. Of course I could always keep hotspotting to this, but what's the point in carrying two devices, when I could just have it on one? I just think while the idea is cool and the thought is cool to go back to a flip phone, and I wish times were much simpler, the nostalgia and all that, I don't think it's feasible these days, depending on, and it just depends on your lifestyle. If you don't go to theme parks, if you don't order stuff on apps and all that, I don't know. I think I've just become so accustomed to modern times and what we use smartphones for, that going back to a flip phone just doesn't seem like the right idea for me. So, I don't know. Let me go into Publix here. I'm going to grab a sub and probably a couple of drinks, just to have some drinks at the house other than water, and continue this chat in a bit. Alright, they had some pretty good deals in there today. I got the 6-pack of the Pepsi's bottles. Those were buy one, get one today. So that was good. And then I also got, they had some cookies on sale, like the little bakery packs of cookies. Buy one, get one free. So I got a thing of sugar cookies and chocolate chip, and then some other kind of sugar cookies with chocolate chip. Oh, I shouldn't be eating any of that. Shouldn't be drinking Pepsis, but I figured, why the heck not live a little? I will be soon eating better. I know a lot of people say that, but that's another goal, is I need to really stop consuming so much junk. It's not going to be like a strict diet or nothing like that. I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm not going to eat junk food anymore. Not going to eat junk and bad stuff and fast food and stuff like that. Not gonna do all that. It's going to be one of those, it's in moderation, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That's just another goal in life. And I also need to stop going out to eat as much. I need to start going grocery shopping and prepping at home and stuff. I'll have to do all that in the van as well. Have a good storage for food and all that. But anyways, back to what I was saying before going into... Oh, and I got my sub. It was an Italian sub. That, you know what? It's always bugged me a little that they have an Italian sub, and the Italian sub doesn't have pepperoni on it. I have to have them add pepperoni every single time. What kind of Italian sub doesn't have pepperoni on it? Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, what I was saying before going in to Publix about the phones is like, okay, so this one is another Samsung, and it has the same kind of camera features as the one that I'm recording on right now, and which would be perfect. I could use it as a secondary camera, because GoPros and stuff are just super expensive, and I'm not going to drop that kind of money when I have two perfectly capable devices to record things. So I could unlock this one, but I don't want to unlock the phone and use it. And in fact, I don't think I can unlock this one. I think I tried unlocking this one and it wouldn't let me. I don't know. Anyways, I held on to these phones because of the camera features. So yeah, basically I'm stuck with this until I can buy another phone. Now, I go through Metro. Now, say what you want about Metro and Boost and prepaid services, but to be honest, the service and the coverage is no different than the big name carriers that people are paying twice as much monthly for. I know this because I used to have AT&T, I used to have Verizon, I had T-Mobile, and I was paying out the wazoo for service. Of course, I had the phone payment plan, I had the insurance, and I had some hotspot and everything added to the service. So, I was paying a lot of money monthly on phones. And so, with Metro, you have to buy the phone outright from the get-go. Now, when I went and got this phone, I was, having the idea, I'll just, go back to a flip phone, see how it works, and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't have to pay anything for this flip phone when I set up the service, because it was free when you set up a new line. Now, I didn't think of it then, but I was looking this morning, and there were a couple of really good Samsung options that I could have got a free phone for setting up a new line. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those things, Now I could cheat the system, right? And I could go start a new line, right? And get a free phone, and then pay for 1 month of service on it, and just cancel the line after, and just take the SIM card out of this and put it in the other phone. That'll give me that phone for free. That's a little cheap and cheesy and sleazy, you know what I mean? But no, they have a phone. It's like $180. It's a Samsung phone. It's nothing special. It's not one of the Galaxies or the S series or whatever the heck they're on now. 26 billion Ultra Plus or whatever now. It's getting as bad as the iPhone, to be honest. But yes, I am on Android. I was on iPhone for a while, and I will be going back to Android. Well, I will be switching. This isn't. This is like KaiOS or something like that. So it's not like Apple iOS or nothing like that. So when I do get a new phone, it is going to be Android. And the reason I am going back to Android again is because Apple has been really kind of ticking me off lately with their phone upgrades and their stuff. It's a little frustrating. And then also, I keep running into this issue where the App Store won't let me download a free app. It won't let me download a free app without my card information being in my Apple account. Now, I looked into it. There's a couple of reasons that could be, and it seems to be like none of those reasons are why, I can't, download a free app. But it's so annoying. So with Android, you don't have that problem. You don't have to have a card on file at all. Now, some people have said, like, online, doing like the research that I did on the issue I've been having. Some people say they don't even have a card on file with their Apple account, and they have no issues. So I don't know what the issue is, but it's frustrating. I keep running into it. Like, it'll work for a while, and then it just doesn't work anymore. Like, I don't owe any money on any subscriptions or anything. I've canceled all my subscriptions. Everything is paid up. So I don't understand why it won't let me download a free app. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm gonna eat and then find something to do, and then we'll do our DoorDash later on in the evening. So I'll be back in a little bit when I find something to do. Well, today's been a bit of a flop, I guess. I got the AC cranking right now in this vehicle because it's a bit of a warm day, and I just got into the vehicle and tried to cool it down a little bit. But last time you saw me, I was on my way back from Publix, got a sandwich and some other stuff, and I got home, ate half of the sub, and just fell into this lazy mode. And I took a little snooze for, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I don't know, I fell back into a lazy bleh, and I didn't want to do anything. I just forced myself out of bed because I got a notification from DoorDash saying it was busy right now. It's a little early. It's 2:30. And I was like, you know what? I need to get up. I need to get moving. I didn't know exactly what to do in town to go find something, to do or whatever. And so I figured, you know what? Let's just go make some more money. The money that I have made over the past couple of nights, not a whole lot left. I got a little. I need to chill. I was spending money. All right. I need to stop spending money. I need to go into savings mode. I did open a savings account, even though I said I was going to do cash in an envelope under the mattress kind of a deal, which I'm still going to do. But having the savings account will assist. So there's a little bit of money in there. But I've spent $70 in gas since Tuesday. Well, since Wednesday, because I got gas Wednesday morning. So $70, 72, because it was 42 the first day, and then I just got another 30 today. So $72 in gas. I went out to the beach, drove around town a little bit. I need to chill. I spent money on wings and pizza yesterday. I got subs. I got a pub sub today, plus some other stuff. I need to chill. I need to chill. Alright? So, there's not a whole lot left from what I've made over the past couple of days. It's out of my system. Done. Saying it right here, right now in this video, holding myself accountable. Done. Done spending unnecessary money. From here on out, I'm going to go buy what I need to meal prep. That way I'm saving money on eating. I may occasionally treat myself with something small, right? But other than that, excuse me, it's going to be going to the grocery store, buying groceries, meal prepping. As far as, going to visit places, like I went to the beach, I went to, drove around town, stuff like that. I'm still going to do that, mostly because it's content, obviously, for the video, but it gets me out of the house. And I want to keep that going, because if the more I sit at the house and do nothing and just doom scroll, the worse I get. The more I want to go spend money, the more I want to go get fast food or something and just eat junk and be lazy in bed all day. I almost fell into that rut again today. So instead of going to visit somewhere today, we're going to go ahead and cut into the DoorDash portion of the video and see if we can make some money. So I've been waiting here for about 10 minutes now for an order to come in. It says it's busy in the area, so, and it gave me the option to choose until 8 o'clock tonight to end the dash. So we'll see. I'm just going to hang out and see what kind of orders we can get. So, but I wanted to share this because I wanted to show you that the reality of it, right? Not every day is gonna be easy. Not every day is gonna be easy. You're not gonna want to get out and do things every single day. You're not gonna want to get up and go run DoorDash every single day, or whatever your situation is, right? In my situation, with the DoorDash. It's gonna be harder to stay from falling back into that lazy rut. Now we're only 4 days in. This is day 4. And I kind of in the back of my mind figured that this was coming. Because right now it's all a new thing, right? With the daily vlogs and getting out and kind of resetting my life. It's all kind of new, right? So it's that honeymoon phase, right? But yeah, it's not always going to be easy. You're not always going to want to get up and go do things. But much like I did today, I was like, you know what? It's saying DoorDash is busy in the area. I'm going to force myself to get up, put my shoes on, and go. Get out of the house and go. And make some money. Especially seeing how I've spent a good chunk of what I've already made past couple of days. So, but I wanted to share the raw reality of the situation, because it's not all sunshine, daisies, and rainbows and kittens, okay? No matter how much YouTube influencers want to make it seem, it's not always going to be easy. So that's where we're at. Just wanted to share that. We're going to hang around, see if we can get a DoorDash order to come in and make some money. Well, I've been waiting around for about an hour now, trying to get a good order. I've gotten offered 2 orders. First one I got offered was $16 for 20 miles. Like, no. And it also required a red card, so we're dealing with that again today. A second one I just got was for Wawa. Again, requires a red card. I don't have a red card, so I've had to turn down the only 2 offers I've had in the last hour. And so I am relocating to the other end of town to see if maybe I can get some more offers. And if I gotta sit around for another, I mean, we'll see. It's almost 4 o'clock, so we'll see what the orders look like around then. And if it's not that busy, like if I sit around for much longer after 4, I'll probably relocate to the next town south. Well, 2 towns, 3 towns, I think. Cocoa is where I would go. It's typically pretty busy down there all the time. So we'll see. Only thing about that is I don't really know that area all that much. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm just pulling over here to a Target. And here's a good spot right here under the shade, because it is a bit of a toasty day today. I can just put it in reverse, Terry, right under the shade. Isn't that nice? Perfect. All right, I will sit here and see if I can get any orders. If not, I guess I'll have to relocate to another town. All right, we got one finally, right about 3:40, 3:45-ish. It was a double pickup going to the same delivery point. The pickups were right next door to each other, Panda Express and a tropical smoothie. It's paying just over $1 a mile. It's like 6 something for 6 miles, so it's not the greatest. Today's not looking too good, to be honest. Although I did start much earlier than I usually do, so maybe that's why. It's coming up on 4 o'clock now. I'm on my way to make this delivery. We'll make this delivery, and we'll kind of see how the rest of the evening starts to go. If it's bad, then I know Fridays are not a day for this town. Wait, today is Friday, right? Whatever today is. Whatever today is, it is not this town's day. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Now I got to get through this horribly designed intersection. I got to tell you, you know, it seems like every video I've done so far, there's been somebody random on, like, walking on the side of the road or riding their bike that just, like, is yelling at traffic, flipping people off, slinging their arms around like they're high on something. Yesterday, I forgot to mention in the video, yesterday, some dude, I came out of that last barbecue place, that delivery for the barbecue place. I came out of there, and I was walking to my car, and this dude on his bike across the street was hollering and screaming, and he kept yelling over and over, Wizard of Oz, Wizard of Oz. This dude was not happy about Wizard of Oz. Whatever his issue was, he was not happy with Wizard of Oz. So, I have no idea what his issue was. But, again, today, I was on my way over to this side of town, and there was somebody riding his bike in the middle of the street. Like, just like, you know the type of people that ride their bike, they don't hold the handlebars, they just, like, weave back and forth in the lane. And, so, he's, like, slinging his arms up in the air, hollering and hooting, and I don't know. I gotta get out of this town, and I know it's probably not just this town. I know it's everywhere you go. But oh my goodness, man, this town is terrible. This town is terrible. So, all right, go make this delivery. Well, back over here in the central part of town, and I've been sitting here for probably a good 10 minutes. It's almost 4:30 now. I'm waiting for another order to come in. Haven't gotten one. Says this is a hot zone, hot spot area. Haven't gotten offered anything. It is Friday, so you would think Friday would be busy, right? But here's my thought. I think, I'll get that on the charger. I think this area is not good on the weekends. I think during the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you guys saw I was doing 18 on Tuesday, 18 on Wednesday, and then 20 yesterday, an hour on average. And, you know, so I don't know how Mondays are. I'm thinking Fridays and Saturdays I'm gonna go to Orlando. I think that's probably gonna be the best route. Now I could go down to Cocoa, I could even go up to Daytona. But Orlando, there's so much opportunity in Orlando, especially if you go around the theme parks. Like, if you don't know how DoorDash works, it's broken up into zones. So, like, that whole entire Orlando area is broken up into different zones. And you can DoorDash one zone at a time. So, when you're actively DoorDashing in that zone, you can't see any other zone. Right, so right now, I don't know what the other zones, like what other towns are looking like right now, because I can't see it. I'd have to end my dash and look at the map. But if I picked the zone where like Universal and Volcano Bay is, and like the resorts, the Universal resorts, or if I picked the zone where like Disney is and their resorts, typically those areas do pretty decent. From my recent experience, well, not recent, but from my experience having gone over there. And then kind of like the zones just outside of the theme park areas are pretty decent. Around the airport is good. You know, you got to think these people are on vacation, they're staying in hotels, they either don't want to pay the premium price of food at theme parks, or they just don't want to go out, or whatever. They just want to have something DoorDash to their hotel, their resorts, and stuff like that. I've even seen some people DoorDash food to the entrance of the theme park and take it in with them. I don't know. It's kind of wild. But yeah, like, I mean, with the way the prices are of food and everything in the theme parks, I can understand not wanting to spend the money on theme parks. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe Friday and Saturday it's the right move to go to Orlando. I know Friday so far is looking like that's going to be the move, because it's 4:30 now and I've only made $8. So, which, by the way, yeah, that was $8 for 6 miles. That last one there. That was weird. I don't know what that was all about. But anyways, yeah, I'm thinking the move is going to be to go to Orlando on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays for sure. I'll run tomorrow here, and I'll run Sunday here, and I'll probably even run Monday. That'll give me kind of a baseline on how this area does throughout the week on certain weekdays. Now, of course, it does depend on the time of the month, are there holidays, and all that stuff, so I have to keep all that in mind. But as of right now, Fridays are not looking like a good day for this area. Again, I could go south to Cocoa, I could go north to Daytona, or I can go west to Orlando, and I'm thinking Orlando is going to be the best bet. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of today goes, and we'll see how tomorrow and Sunday goes. But yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting for an order to come in, so. Alright, finally got us something, a decent one actually. It's paying $6 for I think it was 2 miles. Yeah, 2.2 miles. So, really good one. Pizza Hut. So I had to sit there and wait. They didn't get it started until I actually got there, which was a little annoying. But I had until they give you an X amount of time to pick it up by, and then you have to like report like, hey, it wasn't started until I got there, or it's being prepared still, blah blah blah. So it was 4 minutes early, which is perfect. So unfortunately, I had to sit there and wait for it though. I wish they would plan that stuff back, out better. So on my way to deliver this, $6 for 2.2 miles. I mean, yeah, it's a good delivery, and the last one was a good delivery, but the day's not looking good. It's already 5 o'clock, so. Alright, got that one delivered. That was a little bit of a confusing delivery spot, because it's like a big community area that has like one single address for the whole like neighborhood community thing, and then each of the buildings are broken up into like apartment building number, and then apartment number and apartment letter. So it was a little strange to kind of figure out where that one was. And then when you parked, you had to walk all the way around to the other side where there was no car access to the apartment. So some of these places can be a little confusing to get to, but we figured it out. So now I got to get back into let's see. Yeah, I need to actually, you know what, I'm gonna take this right turn right here, kind of avoid a little bit of traffic, get back into a good area, and get another order. Well, I just got I don't know, things are kind of picking up. I keep getting a lot of really crappy offers, man. Like, people just don't want to pay tips for delivery and everything, which, hey, whatever, to each their own. But I just got a back-to-back double order at Taco Bell, delivering both 2 separate addresses, half a mile apart. First one was like $5 for a mile, and then another half a mile for an additional $7 for the second delivery, which also had a guarantee of pay higher after delivery. I don't know exactly how much I made off of that one, but those two together was, what is that, $12 for a mile and a half. So that was pretty good. Well, plus some extra on top of that, because I don't know how much that second $7 one paid in final. I'll have to go back in and check. But I just picked up this one from a barbecue place. It's paying $11 for 12 miles, and it's going to the town, it's going to the zone south of here for the Cocoa Zone. And typically I would turn that down. But because of how today has been, I think I'm going to take it. And I did see on the map that zone down there is busy plus peak pay hours right now. So I may stay down there in that area tonight until 8 o'clock. So we'll see what I get down there. It says 18 minutes until I get there, so it's a bit of a pain to have to go so far out of the way, out of where I want to operate. But maybe this is a good thing. It puts me in that area. It's $1 less than $1 a mile. So we'll see. Well, that was an interesting delivery. It was a single thing of fries delivering 12 miles, and it was out at the NASA badging gate. So I was out in the middle of nowhere. It didn't put me in the zone like I was thinking it was going to. It put me up in there's this weird little area of that zone. So I'm shooting back across the bridge into my area, and I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my zone. I'm going to go until 8 o'clock. There we go. It just prompted me to go ahead and switch. There we go, and it's going to look for orders while I'm on my way back into the zone. So as soon as I get back over to the other side of the bridge, we should be getting some stuff from there. But $45 is where we're at for the evening. Not too good. 3.5 hours. Not too good. Now, I don't know if that's active time. I'm going to have to see what my active... Because, honestly, I kind of want to go by active time. Like, how much time was I actively dashing? Not the time that I was waiting for the dash. Because, the way I think about it is, look, I'm going to be sitting around anyways. Probably doing nothing at the house. So I might as well just sit around, in the van and wait for DoorDash. So, I don't know if I think I'm going to start not counting the time that I'm sitting and waiting. Now, somebody that's doing this as a normal day-to-day job, right, that has a life outside of, trying to make money to buy a van or something, you know what I mean? Obviously, that wouldn't be a good thing to go by. So, I don't know. Oh, I got about half of water left. I might have to stop somewhere and get something. Got 2 hours to go for the night until 8 o'clock. See if we can pull another $35 for the evening before 8 o'clock. If we could do that, then that'll put us at $20 an hour. Well, no. We should be already at $80. Math. Anyways, let me get back over here and try to get us some more deliveries. Alright, it has been busy here the past hour or so. Things definitely picked up, and we're getting some good stuff here. Getting some really good stuff. I'll recap everything at the end, because there's a couple of them that I didn't hit record on because it was just boom, boom, boom. So I'll do a recap at the end. Right now, I am on my way to pick up Chipotle. It's a $10 10 and some change for, I think it was 4 or 5 miles, something like that. So another really good one. But all right, let's go pick it up. Holy smokes, I underestimated Friday. I was saying earlier, man, I don't know if Friday is a good day for out here. Actually, I missed my turn. That's all right. We'll take we'll take this next one. Yeah, so things definitely picked up. That is for sure. We're sitting at $45 for an hour and a half. For the last hour and a half. I mean, that that's pretty dang good. Plus the 45 that we did before, so we're sitting at $90 for, what is that? 3, 4, 5 hours? $90. So we're just shy of $20 an hour. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. All right. This should get us back out to the main road. Kind of went out of the middle of nowhere for these last two, and we had some back-to-back absolute. I don't know how to explain it. Those were just really good back-to-backs there. Like I said, I'm gonna do a recap at the end for today. Simply because I haven't been able to turn the camera on every time, and yeah, it's just been it got extremely busy, and it almost makes me wonder how well I would have done if I would have stayed down in Cocoa with that extra $1 per delivery. But yeah, I think I made the right decision to go ahead and stay where I'm at and keep pushing. Oh yeah, I know where I'm at now. Yeah, I'll just keep taking this all the way out to the main road, make a right. But yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna end up being. I may keep going. It's 7:41 and it's still hopping. Like I'm away from hot spots right now, so I gotta get back into a busy area before it starts picking up again. But the closer I get to it, the more chance I have of picking one up. So we'll see by the time I get down there. If nothing's popping off, then I'll go ahead and call it. We'll call it just shy of $20 an hour tonight. Again, which seems to be pretty average. $90 ain't too bad though. We're chilling at $90 for today. That's the best day so far. But I've also been out here longer today, so we'll keep going. Well, that brings tonight to an end. It says it's still busy, but I just sat here for a little while waiting for another order to come in. I could probably grab a couple of good ones there, but I just tallied everything up here and I just averaged $28.75 an hour. We made $115 today for 4 hours. That's 4 active hours, okay? I'm not gonna count the time that I have been sitting waiting for orders to come in, just simply because, like I was saying earlier, I would just be sitting at the house anyways. So it's not. I'm not working. It is what it is. And I'm free to go do whatever I want. So call it cheating if you want. $28.75 an hour. That was a damn good. That was a really good day. So hopefully that's a sign for. So like Friday, it tends to pop off later. So I'm thinking tomorrow might be the same thing. But I'm gonna try to start around the same time tomorrow as well, and just see how the day goes. But so yeah, $28.75, and I didn't show those last couple of deliveries there just because it got kind of hectic. So let me see if I can pull this up here. We'll do a little bit of a recap for the second half of the day, I guess you would call it. Yeah, see, it's still saying it's busy. This week we've made $298. I mean, that's not bad. Let's see, let's go to earnings and let's take a look at the second part of today. So we had 7 offers and we made 8 deliveries. 7 offers meaning some of them were doubled up. So we did quite a bit here. We got let's see, that was 810. This one was 1437. Oh, I could see the tips. I didn't know I could see the tips. So I got $5 tip on that one, 11 on that one. This one's 1019 with a 769. $7 tip there. $6 tip. $2 tip. $5. This last one that I just did was the sushi place. $11 payout with a $8 tip. That's 8 plus 3. So DoorDash pay plus customer tip. That was pretty good. And then, let's see, earlier today we did the 45. And it's not wanting to load. Alright, it's not wanting to load. Regardless, we did 28.75 today, an hour. Really good day. So hopefully tomorrow's even better. We'll see. $115. Really good. Yeah, that is going to wrap it up for me. I am going to go grab some chips because I don't have any chips to go with the rest of my sub. And that's going to be what I have for dinner. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow.